You won't believe what just exploded online. In the final days of 2025, Twitch superstar Kai Cenat drops a bombshell breakup announcement. "I'm single. I will never be in another relationship again." But that's just the beginning. Suddenly, the internet erupts. Rumors, screenshots, voices, accusations. Did Gigi really cheat with NBA YoungBoy, or is the internet lying again? Because Gigi fires back hard, calling it a false narrative, saying she ended it. And now fans are digging up old clips, twisting stories, fueling chaos. But that's not all. Wait till you see what happened next. The emotional breakdowns, the shocking denials, the career pressure, the truth everyone is scared to say out loud. This is the shocking truth behind Kai Cenat and Gigi's breakup. Tears, tension, betrayal, pressure, and a viral storm that refuses to calm down. Stay tuned, because what you're about to hear changes everything. Saturday, December 27th, 2025, a date that will be etched in streaming history. The internet was going about its usual business, scrolling, liking, commenting, when suddenly, bam, Kai Cenat posts something that makes the entire social media landscape freeze.
Falling in love with Gigi is the thing I regret the most. She shattered my idea of what a happy family could be.
On X, formerly Twitter, at a moment when nobody saw it coming, Kai types out 9 words. Just 9 words that would ignite a firestorm unlike anything we'd seen in the streaming community. "I'm single. I will never be in another relationship again." No explanation, no context, no warning, just a blunt, cold, definitive statement that left millions reeling. Let me tell you what happened next, because the response was instantaneous and overwhelming.
It's easier for me to just get through life alone.
Within the first hour, that post crossed 1 million views. The comments section exploded. Fans flooded in from every corner of the internet. We're talking 20,000 comments, 38,000 retweets, 264,000 likes, and 18,000 saves. Those numbers aren't just statistics. They represent millions of people collectively gasping, theorizing, picking apart every single word. But here's what made this announcement so devastating. It wasn't just what Kai said, it was what he didn't say. The tone, the finality. "I will never be in another relationship again." That's not the language of someone who had an amicable split. That's the language of someone who's been hurt, someone who's been betrayed, someone who's building walls around their heart so high that nobody will ever scale them again.
Falling in love with Gigi is the thing I regret the most.
Fans immediately went into detective mode. They started pulling up old streams, analyzing past interactions, looking for clues they might have missed. Was there tension nobody noticed? Were there signs everyone overlooked? And then, here's where it gets absolutely wild, because Kai never mentioned cheating. He never named names. He never pointed fingers. But the internet did what the internet does best. It filled in the blanks with the most explosive theories imaginable. Within minutes of Kai's post, the rumor mill started churning at maximum speed. Anonymous accounts started posting screenshots, unverified claims started circulating, and at the center of it all, a name that would send this drama into the stratosphere: NBA YoungBoy. Yes, you heard that right. The controversial rapper, known for his turbulent personal life and massive fan base, suddenly became the main character in this breakup saga. Posts started flooding timelines, claiming Gigi had been unfaithful with NBA YoungBoy. Some alleged he bought her a pink Mercedes G-Wagon, something she'd apparently mentioned wanting during a live stream with Kai. Others pointed to old TikTok videos where Gigi expressed being a fan of the rapper. One viral tweet that racked up 2.7 million views claimed insider knowledge about the alleged affair. Another post got hundreds of thousands of engagements, suggesting DJ Akademiks, the notorious hip-hop commentator, had broken the news on his live stream. The theories multiplied faster than anyone could fact-check them. Fans were creating entire narratives. They were connecting dots that may or may not have existed. They were building a storyline that painted Gigi as the villain and Kai as the heartbroken hero. But wait till you see what happened next, because Gigi was not about to let this narrative take over without a fight. If you thought Kai's announcement was explosive, you haven't seen anything yet, because Gabrielle Gigi Alayah was about to flip this entire narrative on its head. Hours after Kai's post went viral, after the cheating rumors had already spread like wildfire across every social media platform, after her name had been dragged through the mud by millions of strangers, Gigi took to her Instagram stories. And what she said, it was a nuclear response that completely changed the trajectory of this drama. Let me read you her exact words, because every single sentence hits like a bomb. I left. Now you want to get on the internet and rush to paint a false narrative about me off a fake Twitter post is insane. Pause. Did you catch that? She left.
It was 2 years ago, 3 years ago, like, of course, I used to see people being judgmental or people just being negative towards others, but you really don't know how that feels until it's you.
This wasn't Kai ending things because he discovered some devastating secret. According to Gigi, she was the one who walked away. She initiated the breakup. But she wasn't done. Oh no, she was just getting started. I've never cheated on you, and you know that. That you emphasize, that direct address to Kai. She's not just defending herself to the public, she's calling him out. She's saying he knows the truth, yet he's allowing this false narrative to spread. And then the knockout punch. I have never dealt with that man. Play that sympathetic role somewhere else, pulls. That man. She's clearly referring to NBA YoungBoy without naming him. And play that sympathetic role somewhere else. She's essentially accusing Kai of positioning himself as the victim, of letting fans rally around him while she gets destroyed online, all based on lies. The audacity, the boldness. This wasn't some carefully crafted PR response. This was raw, unfiltered, furious. Gigi was not playing defense. She was going on the offenses. And here's where it gets even more interesting, because Gigi's response raises more questions than it answers. If she left, why did she leave? What caused the relationship to end if it wasn't infidelity? Why is she so adamant that Kai knows she never cheated? Is she implying he's deliberately allowing false rumors to spread? Or is she saying he should have shut down the speculation immediately? Her statement also reveals something crucial, the fake Twitter post she's referencing. This suggests there was a specific fabricated screenshot or post that started this entire rumor. But who created it? Why? And how did it gain so much traction so fast? Gigi's response sent the internet into an even deeper frenzy. Now fans were split into camps, Team Kai versus Team Gigi. Some believed Kai's silent heartbreak spoke volumes. Others thought Gigi's passionate denial and accusation that she left proved she was telling the truth. The comment sections became battlegrounds. Instagram users weren't holding back. One user wrote, "She's super fumbled, bro. A good young dude with the world on his back." Another commented, "I knew this would happen. I felt like she wasn't really into him anyways." But others defended Gigi. Why would she cheat when she has her own bag? Make it make sense. And amidst all this chaos, questions kept mounting. If the NBA YoungBoy rumors were fake, where did they originate? Why did they gain so much credibility so fast? And most importantly, what really caused this breakup? But before we can answer those questions, we need to talk about how the NBA YoungBoy rumors started in the first place. And trust me, what I'm about to tell you is going to shock you. All right, let's dive into the wildest part of this entire saga. How did NBA YoungBoy, a rapper who's never been publicly connected to Gigi in any confirmed way, become the main villain in this breakup story? Buckle up, because this conspiracy theory has more twists than a pretzel. First, let's address the elephant in the room. DJ Akademiks, the controversial hip-hop commentator and live streamer, found himself at the center of this drama, and he was not happy about it. Social media users started citing Akademiks as the source of the cheating allegations. Posts were claiming DJ Akademiks reported that Kai Cenat's girlfriend, Gigi, is cheating on him with YoungBoy. The claim spread like wildfire. Thousands upon thousands of people were repeating it, referencing it, treating it as gospel. But here's the problem: Akademiks never said it. During his live stream on December 27, 2025, Akademiks went off. He was furious about being falsely attributed. Let me give you his exact words because they're telling. Bro, how y'all read a headline that says Akademiks reported that Kai Cenat's girlfriend, Gigi, is cheating on him with YoungBoy, and I said it on a live stream that I stream to 15,000 people every night. 15,000 people, and there's not one video clip of me saying this, and people are running with it? He continued, and you could hear the frustration. Yo, Ak said this. Bro, come on, man, y'all gotta stop this stuff. Akademiks even claimed he had 4K proof about the situation, but he wasn't the one spreading cheating allegations. He denied ever making those claims on his live stream. So if Akademiks didn't say it, where did this rumor come from? The answer? Fake posts, fabricated screenshots, doctored images made to look like they came from credible sources. Someone, somewhere, created false information and released it into the wild, knowing the internet would do what it does best: spread misinformation at lightning speed without fact-checking. But here's where it gets even weirder. On December 28, 2025, a 22-second video clip from DJ Akademiks' live stream surfaced. In it, he appeared to suggest that NBA YoungBoy himself had confronted him about the recent situation involving Cenat and Alayah. According to the clip, Akademiks said, "YoungBoy, he's not an internet nigga, but he'll bury certain shit when it gets sent to him or whatever." I said, "YoungBoy, I'ma be like, yo, YB, I ain't never said this shit, bruh." So now NBA YoungBoy is apparently aware of the rumors. He's potentially reached out to Akademiks. This suggests the false allegations spread so far and wide that they reached the rapper himself. Imagine being NBA YoungBoy, minding your own business, and suddenly you're implicated in a massive streaming community breakup scandal you had nothing to do with. But fans weren't stopping there. They started digging deeper. They unearthed old TikTok videos of Gigi, videos where she expressed being a fan of NBA YoungBoy's music, videos that were probably filmed long before she ever dated Kai. In the minds of internet detectives, these innocent fan videos became evidence. Suddenly, liking a rapper's music meant you were having a secret affair with them. The logic was non-existent, but the speculation was rampant. Some posts even alleged that NBA YoungBoy had bought Gigi a pink Mercedes G-Wagon, something she'd apparently mentioned wanting during a live stream with Kai. But where's the proof? Where are the receipts? Where's the paper trail? Nowhere, because it didn't happen. Yet the internet ran with it anyway. Memes started flooding timelines. Jokes about Kai not being able to listen to NBA YoungBoy's music anymore went viral. One user wrote, "I don't know what's worse, not having your girl or not being able to listen to YoungBoy anymore." The situation became so absurd that fans started creating entire fan fiction scenarios. They imagined secret meetings, hidden relationships, betrayals that would make soap operas jealous. And all of it, every single bit, was built on a foundation of fake posts and misinterpreted old videos. This is the danger of social media misinformation, folks. One fabricated screenshot can spiral into a full-blown scandal involving multiple public figures, millions of engaged users, and reputations on the line. But here's what makes this even more frustrating for everyone involved. The real reason for the breakup gets lost in all this noise. Whatever actually caused Kai and Gigi to split, whether it was the pressure of Kai's mental health struggles, relationship incompatibility, or something else entirely, it's been completely overshadowed by unsubstantiated cheating allegations involving a rapper who probably had no idea who Gigi was before his name got dragged into this mess. And while all this chaos was unfolding, fans of both Kai and Gigi were left wondering, what's the truth? What really happened between these two? And is there more to this story that we're not seeing? Well, let me tell you about another layer of this drama that makes things even more complicated. Now, let's talk about something that's been bothering me since this drama erupted, the timeline. Because when you actually lay out the sequence of events, things start looking strange. Pay attention, because this is where the story gets even more mysterious. Late December 2025, just days after Christmas, Kai and Gigi are photographed looking absolutely happy and in love during their European vacation. We're talking Switzerland, Italy, romantic destinations, photos that scream couple goals. They're traveling together, experiencing new places, seemingly enjoying each other's company. TMZ even reported that the pair had been spotted looking cozy during these travels. Not fighting, not distant, cozy. So what happens between those cozy vacation photos and December 27th when Kai announces he's single and will never be in another relationship again? What could possibly transpire in a matter of days to cause such a dramatic shift? Some fans pointed to Kai's mental health struggles as a possible explanation. Remember, just weeks before the breakup, Kai opened up about his battles with self-doubt, the pressure of his career, the fear of pursuing bigger goals. He announced he was taking a break from filming at the Streamer Awards. One Reddit user theorized, "There's the real reason right there. It was relationship issues that was causing the breakdown and mental health." Could the weight of Kai's mental health struggles have put too much strain on the relationship? Was Gigi unable or unwilling to handle the intensity of being with someone going through such a difficult period while also being in the public eye? Or was it the opposite? Was Kai so consumed by his own struggles that the relationship became another source of pressure rather than support? Another strange element, Kai's fellow AMP member Phantom suggested during his own live stream that Kai might be trolling. That's right, one of his closest friends thought this whole breakup announcement could be some kind of elaborate prank or publicity stunt. But if it was a troll, it backfired spectacularly when real cheating rumors started spreading and Gigi had to defend herself against serious allegations. And here's another timeline issue that fans caught. Old videos resurfacing. A viral clip showed Kai crying on his Snapchat story saying, "I just found out something else, bro. There's somebody else in the picture." Fans immediately thought this was proof of Gigi cheating. But wait, that video is from 2024. It's about a completely different woman Kai was romantically interested in at the time, long before he and Gigi got together. But the damage was done. The clip went viral. People used it as evidence without checking the date, without verifying the context, just more fuel on an already raging fire. Let's also talk about the European vacation itself. Why would Kai take Gigi on a romantic international trip if their relationship was on the rocks? Why would they be photographed looking happy if there was turmoil brewing underneath? Unless the breakup was sudden. Maybe something happened during or immediately after that trip. Maybe a conversation was had. Maybe an ultimatum was given. Maybe the romantic setting highlighted differences or incompatibilities that couldn't be ignored anymore. Or here's a darker theory some fans proposed. What if the relationship issues existed for a while and the vacation was a last-ditch effort to save things, a final romantic gesture to rekindle what they once had, and when it didn't work, the split became inevitable? Gigi's statement that she left adds another layer. If she initiated the breakup, was it because she saw Kai's mental health struggles and decided she couldn't handle being with someone in that space? Or was it because she felt Kai was becoming too controlling, too jealous, too consumed by his career to be a good partner? We also have to consider the timing of Kai's post. Why announce it so publicly? Why make such a dramatic statement about never being in another relationship? Was it genuine emotion spilling over? Was it a calculated move to control the narrative? Or was it a response to something Gigi said or did that we don't know about yet? And here's something nobody's talking about. What about Kai's family and friends? What do they know? Phantom suggested trolling, but other AMP members have been notably silent. Kai's family hasn't weighed in. The people closest to both Kai and Gigi, who would know the real story, haven't said a word publicly. This silence is deafening. It suggests either they're respecting privacy or the situation is so complicated and messy that nobody wants to touch it with a 10-foot pole. One more timeline question: the fake posts about NBA YoungBoy. When were they created? Who created them? Were they made before Kai's announcement as a way to pressure the relationship? Or were they created after as a way to pile on to Gigi once the breakup became public? As we wrap up this deep dive into one of the most talked about breakups in streaming history, let's bring it all together. Kai Cenat and Gabrielle Alayah's relationship ended in late December 2025, just days after a romantic European vacation. Kai announced he was single and would never be in another relationship again. Gigi fired back, claiming she left the relationship and denying all cheating allegations, particularly those involving NBA YoungBoy. Fake posts and misinformation spread like wildfire, with DJ Akademiks falsely cited as a source for claims he never made. Old videos were taken out of context, innocent fan content was weaponized as evidence, and millions of people participated in destroying someone's reputation based on lies. The truth? We may never know it completely. The real reason Kai and Gigi broke up remains between them, and honestly, that's how it should be. What we do know is this: two young people who cared about each other couldn't make it work. The pressure of being in the public eye, the weight of mental health struggles, the challenges of navigating a relationship while millions watch, it was too much. Neither Kai nor Gigi are villains in this story. They're human beings who tried, who opened their hearts, who shared their happiness with the world, and who ultimately had to make the difficult decision to part ways. The real villains? The people who created fake posts, the ones who spread unverified rumors, the trolls who harassed and attacked, the culture that treats real people's pain as entertainment. As for what's next, Kai is focusing on himself, his mental health, his career. He's taking the space he needs to heal and grow. Gigi is defending her reputation, running her business, continuing to build her brand independent of anyone else. And NBA YoungBoy? He's probably somewhere making music, completely unbothered by drama he never asked to be part of. Will Kai and Gigi ever address this more fully? Will they provide more context? Will they reconcile in the future? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain: this breakup will be remembered as a cautionary tale about the dangers of public relationships, the speed of misinformation, and the importance of empathy in the digital age. To everyone watching, be kind. Verify before you share. Remember that content creators are people, and understand that you don't need to know every detail of someone's private life to support them. If you found this deep dive valuable, helpful, or eye-opening, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Share this video with someone who needs to hear this perspective. And drop a comment below. What do you think really happened? Team Kai or Team Gigi? Or are you team let them heal in peace? Remember, the next time you see drama unfold online, take a breath, think critically, and choose compassion, because behind every viral post is a real person dealing with real emotions. This has been the complete, unfiltered breakdown of the Kai Cenat and Gigi Alayah breakup saga. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.